Hello, hello. We're back with the Crow Inquisitors. Alright. Caspian, did you have a thing you wanted to do? Or do you have really nothing that, because of Ulrich being gone, or it's totally up to you?
Yeah, I mean, I have something I can do. So, I think, I'm out on the gate that oversees the Inquisitors camp with Ravi and Gwyn, and probably Ulrich, just because I need to tell him something, but it won't be like a thing he has to. And so I look over to Ulrich and say, I think it's been a sufficient period of time. Perhaps you should send a man to scout out the camp, make sure that they followed their word and to keep up their weapons, all of them. I mean, and I think like while I'm talking, you can see a cart in the, or like a small caravan of carts coming through the gate with like spears and halberds and crossbows and stuff.
I mean, the main weapon that people have is tridents. There's a couple. There's swords.
I thought that was a joke at first.
No.
Okay.
Their main weapon is tridents. Because
that's
what
the coolest looking one.
That's
though.
what Theo. Yes, it is Theo. But that's what Theo knows how to use, right? And he's
an
general,
interesting choice of weapon.
Yeah.
For a block of soldiers. Okay, all right. I mean, I won't judge. Yeah.
It's mostly tridents and swords.
Okay. Also, I think if I didn't mention it, then I guess I won't worry about it. But I think I mentioned that any like really heavy armor had come too, like plate armor kind of stuff. I don't remember if that was a thing, but I was intending to say that. But anyways, yeah. So there's a couple of small carts, as long as Cantarius is okay with that, coming through the gate. And
are you fine with Caspian taking some armor too?
I feel like we
Cantarius.
talked about that, but I can't remember.
What?
Are you fine with? Go ahead.
During our things, did I mention like heavy plate mail armor too? I feel like I meant to say that. I don't remember if I did. If I didn't, that's fine. You don't have to, like, I'm not gonna retroactively take stuff, but
You did.
I did. Okay. Yeah. So that's, you see all that stuff in the carts coming through the gate, and also Cantarius, if you want to have a scene here, if you want to go with him, we can do that. But he gestures to Ulrich to send somebody back with them, basically, when they're done unloading the weapons, to make sure that they've actually unloaded all of them. Because he doesn't really know how armed they are. I assume, based on the fact that there's carts full, he assumes they've got them all. But since Josh isn't here, I assume he just kind of heads off to find somebody.
Yeah, he just nods.
Okay.
I mean, that's something that Ulrich would do anyway. So.
Right. And then I turn to Ravi and I say, Ravi, I have a question. Do you happen to know anybody of the medical persuasion? Specifically, anatomy. That's the word.
Well, let's see. Why don't we?
I think he has a couple like student things that are probably shared with medical characters.
Oh, for Life Paths.
Yeah.
You read that in information.
I'd like him to make the circles roll because I don't have anything that would.
Yep, he has student. Yeah. Okay. Was that in city? Yeah,
and scholar too. So yeah.
Yeah. Yep. He can do that.
Sweet. Can I help him then? Or
yeah. I mean, do you have any relevant circles? What are your?
You mean life paths? I don't think so. But I have a reputation. If you can go in my character's name, kind of thing.
Sure.
I don't know if that assists him at all, but
is that a 1 die or 2 die reputation?
It's 2 die.
Okay.
Also,
actually, I don't think so. I don't think you can leverage the reputation if it's not you making the circles roll in the same way. I'll give you I'll give him an advantage dice though for it.
Okay.
So
cool. Can I also contribute the funds point towards that roll? I don't know how that works necessarily. Okay.
Yep. You just add a dice.
All right. Beautiful.
Cool. All right.
What's his circles? He doesn't have a circle.
Circles is 3.
Oh, geez. Maybe I should make it. I don't know. What's the difficulty? Because I might have a better circle. No, my circle's only 4. Never mind. That won't make it. The difficulty is a lot higher for me, so that won't be worth it. Because I have.
Right. He has a direct thing. So yeah, it would be.
I mean, I'm city-born. That's about it.
It'd be the same life path. So up 1. I think just up 2. So the intent is to find a guy who knows anatomy.
Yeah, somebody who can teach Siegfried how to rewire a human.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's up 2. Well, no, I think up 3. Because you're trying to find like an expert in the field, not just any person.
Also, am I allowed to spend Artha on this, or?
I don't think you can. Well, I mean, let's double check.
Okay.
Because if it just says like any test or whatever, I don't know.
Right.
It's possible that's what the wording is. I mean, it just says a player may choose to spend up to 3 persona points on a skill or stat test. It doesn't specify whether it's one of their own. No, but it would have to be because you put persona point on whatever you spent it on.
You're right.
So,
yeah.
You can do it.
Okay, that's fine. Crap.
Yeah, you got 1/6.
Well, if it was 2, he would have got it.
He has fate. So
okay.
I will have him.
You can do it, Ravi, I believe. Wait, does he have forks? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Never mind.
There you go. Not for circles. He could.
Right. That's not how that works. But... Yeah, I forgot. Okay.
I'm not sure you had anything.
I try to think, but nothing happened.
Yeah, the one thing he probably could have done a circles or a link test with would be, or maybe city-wise or street-wise. One of those.
I gotcha.
Might have made sense.
Okay.
But he succeeded anyway. Okay, so yeah,
that means I don't lose my funds, right? That was really what I was concerned about.
Yeah, it's just whenever you get taxed.
Sweet. Okay.
It goes away first. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this guy is Nasrin. And so that means his name is. Actually, it's a girl. Her name is Uvana. Tis a woman of some renown in anatomy and surgery and whatnot.
Is she in my town, or did we have to go somewhere?
She is in your town. Yep.
Oh, fancy. All right. Why doesn't she work for me yet?
I mean, you can make her work for you.
No, yeah.
Yeah, and I think she maybe she's one of the new people who's kind of emigrated to your place.
Okay.
So you're like calling into a meeting or something?
I mean, if she's in the town, I'll just go to her.
Okay. So yeah, are you with Gwen and Robbie then?
Yeah.
Okay. So you I think Robbie like knocks on the door of this like Adobe abode.
Like acrobat.
No. Do you know what the word Adobe means?
I have no idea what
really?
that means. No.
It's a type of building material. It's like clay that's baked in the sun.
What would they call that? All right. Yeah. Okay. Then I think I stand in front because she'll know me. Obviously, I don't know if she'll know Robbie, and I don't want her to see Gwen first because I want to talk to her.
Right. Yeah. So she opens the door. She sees you and Robbie. I think she's on the cusp of her 40th year, maybe a few years away from that. So she's beautiful, but not like in a utilitarian way, in a plain way, not in a stand out kind of way.
Right.
But yeah, so she has some slight wrinkles, but you know she's still a healthy looking person, not too wrinkled or crouched over or anything. Looks like she's deeply tanned and obviously the skin color of a normal Nasrin person. She has black hair kind of brought up in like a bun, and she actually has blood on her hands.
Oh, good.
when she answers, and she looks kind of like frazzled. So she opens it and she says, "Yes. Oh, Sahib." Kind of like wipes her hands on her pants.
Yeah, he looks down at her hands and she does it and looks up at her and smiles. He says, "Ivana, is it?"
Yes, Ivana.
May I come in? Or is this a bad time? And he looks down at her hands. Again.
No, I just finished just a minor surgery. My dog got a cut a little while ago. I was just putting some stitches in.
Of course. May I come in?
Yes, of course. She kind of puts the door open wider.
All right, and I step in and gesture for the others to follow me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do, and Gwen steps in and she like starts and looks at her, and then like seems unnerved, and then like just goes away, and you see this like mangy like dingo looking dog like limping away slightly, and has a little stitched up arm or leg rather, and then she pets it, and then like goes over and grabs she has it's like a courtyard in the center of her home, like a house in the desert would, kind of like
square.
Like a square, and then she has like a little like fountain thing in the middle, and so she grabs a pitcher, fills it up with water, and brings it over, grabs some like little clay cups and pours some water for you guys.
He takes it with a nod, and he nods towards the dog and says, "It's a sturdy beast to be up and walking already."
Oh yes, I'm not worried about him.
He just smiles and says, "It seems you're rather, rather effective at your craft, then."
I mean, if you can call putting stitches in a dog's leg effective, which I don't think you can.
He shrugs. I know a lot of people who can't. I'm one of them.
I suppose that's fair.
Says, however, I know another person who is, I don't know, at least less skilled than you, and I was hoping you might instruct him in the science of anatomy. He has a rather important project he's attending to for me, and I'd like him to do a acceptable job.
She like has like the cup in her hand, and she just takes a big drink of this like cool fresh water, and she sets it down, and
making me thirsty.
She looks at you and she says, "Of course I would be honored to serve you, Sahib, in any way I can. How long do you expect this would take?"
How long would it take to teach Siegfried enough to level up his skill, like at least once?
To
realize his multiple tests. Like, yeah.
Let's take a look, shall we?
I mean, I know it's based on like will and her instruction and a roll and stuff, but so it can vary a lot. But
yeah, so let's see.
But he has he has good will, right? A decent will, anyway.
I think so. Yeah, he has 5 will
or something. Yeah, okay. So should be relatively
as a rough estimate, it would be. Let's see, instruction time. He needs how many tests? He needs 3 routine and 2 difficult, or 1 challenging. So it would be 1.
I mean, it would be optimal
6, 18. It would be optimal if she could what?
If she could get him more than 1 skill level, so I might just tell her it'll be a while. But
at least like 30 days probably as a rough estimate.
Okay. Yeah, so he shrugs. At least a month, at most a year or 2. Says offhand.
She kind of pales and she says, Sahib, I can't walk away from my craft for that long. I have patients to attend to, people that I've just now met, and they have...
He puts up his hand to cut it out. Says, "Of course I wouldn't ask you to do something for such an extended period of time without compensating you."
No, it's not the money.
That's what she meant.
No, it's not the money, Sahib. I promise you that. I have patience. There aren't a whole lot of surgeons in White Sea, and I have patients that I need to tend to.
He looks at her perplexed, like, "What do you mean it's not about the money?" And then says, after a couple seconds, he nods. Says, "Of course, but do we have any kind of facility at my castle that would be better than what she's got here? I mean, like, I don't know, or a place that she could use that would be nicer than what she has here."
Yeah, I would assume so, or at least you could set one up relatively easily.
Yeah, so he says, "Of course we wouldn't want you to lose your clientele," and says, "I'm sure we can find accommodations for you in the castle." Or what would he call it here? Would we call it a fortress? Or I mean, it's a Persian fortress, so I don't know what they would call it. Probably not a castle.
I mean, that's the thing, though. It was built by a Serrano, so
Good
it's
point.
just a castle. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm sure we can arrange something in the castle. Maybe even something better than what you have here, though. That's just a guess I'm hazarding, as I have very little information on that kind of thing. But, of course, instructing him won't be a. Well, I mean, he's a rather eccentric person, so maybe it will be a full-time job. But certainly, you'll have opportunities to do your craft as well.
I don't want to disappoint you, Sahib, but I don't think that would be best for my patients to have to travel to the castle every day. I'm in a good place right now to be able to effectively administer to my patients in this neighborhood.
He nods a second and says, "Ivana, have you ever lost a patient before?"
Of course.
And what would you say is the most common reason, other than, of course, simply having a patient that is beyond your care?
Lack of sanitation, lack of proper tools, lack of skill in the practitioner.
So you might say a poor location is the primary cause there.
She just stares at you.
Says, "I'm sure you know that I am a wealthy man, and I'm sure you know that since I've come to this town, it's flourished under my care, and of course I only intend to see it do so further. I'd be happy to put you in a permanent spot in the castle with significantly better accommodations. Again, I'm not sure quite what that would entail, but money can figure it out one way or another. Has a way of doing that." He says,
right, so this is the thing, like, you're going to have to persuade her.
Right, yeah. That's fine. Okay, so here's the thing. I used the funds on the roll to find her, assuming that I would offer her money and that she would be amiable. So should I not use the funds on this roll then? Since that was kind of already a thing. Like, it doesn't make sense for me to do both because I haven't paid her anything yet.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, yeah.
I used it on the other roll, so,
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so here's a persuasion. Does accounting or administration matter? I don't think I know enough about the kind of stuff that here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm not lying to her. I don't know if currency-wise matters. Not lying. I should be lying to her. Jeez. Wait, can I make... Which is better, haggling or persuasion? Haggling. Can I make a haggling roll? I'm trying to offer her better...
I mean, you have to convince her that... No, because she's not trying to buy something from you, or you're not trying to sell her something yet. You have to convince her that this is a good deal in the first place.
Oh, okay, fair. Okay, yeah. I would think convincing her it was a good deal would be part of haggling, but that's fine. I can do.
Are you trying? Wait, so did you say to fork it in, or
do we want to do a linked test then, or?
Well, or are you trying to fork it in?
I was trying to roll that instead, but
no.
I guess it depends. Like, okay. So if I need to persuade her first and then haggle, that's fine. But if this is just because I'm trying to offer her, I'm making a deal with her, right?
Work right. For me that's and I'll pay you. That's what I was implying, is that you have to persuade her first, then you can haggle.
Both? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't want to do that as a link test, you'd rather do it as two. It doesn't really matter, I guess.
No, I mean, you have to convince her first, and then we can work out actual negotiations. So
that's fair. Okay. So I can't fork that in, then, I assume, because that wouldn't make sense. Oh, this is going well for me. If merchant-wise, I don't know if she's a merchant. She's kind of...
No, not really.
She has a trade, but I don't really know.
I mean, the exact definition of merchant is a person who sells things as, like, goods and wares, and, like, travels around and does that.
That's fair.
She's not a merchant. She's a
okay, well, I guess it's just persuasion. That's kind of...
contractor or whatever.
Not fun. Oh, and then... Nope, that doesn't... Can I get bonuses from the reputations and stuff, too?
You can get 1 advantage die from them, yeah.
Okay, well, great. What's her...
her will is 5.
Crap. Okay, well, this isn't going to go well. Okay. Where's persuasion on here? There it is. Okay. Oh, can Robbie help me? Or Gwen? How?
Yeah. I'm not sure Gwen has much to offer this conversation.
No.
Necessarily.
If her being thrown off by Gwen does anything, she can roll steal, but
not really, because you're not like threatening her at this point. If you wanted to change the conversation to be like threatening her, like you will do this for me, that's a different thing.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I think
maybe Robbie would know a lot more about the kinds of things that would go into buying that kind of stuff.
Well, right. I think because he's gonna primarily leverage his like knowledge, his friendship with her, right? Or like his not friendship necessarily, but like they knew each other. They went to the same.
Yeah.
They went to the same like university or whatever. Whatever. They at least had the same teacher. I don't know if there's a university out in the desert, but you know.
Right. Yeah.
They had the same teacher.
Okay.
In something at least. They have in some city in Nasrin they were taught under the same master. And so, you know, I think he just is gonna fork in or help you with persuasion and just be like, I think the argument is oh, Vana, I understand your concerns, but I promise you we will help you to you know, figure this out and find good compromise here. We're not trying to hinder your patients. We only want to make it better for them.
Yeah.
You got 1-6.
Yeah. For all the marbles. Heck yeah.
Nice.
Oh. Oh, well, whatever. It works.
Yeah, that's all I need. Cool.
Wait, that was a difficult test? Oh, yeah, Artha. Wait, what?
Yeah, Artha doesn't modify it.
But modifiers do, don't they?
Yep.
There's only 7 dice against the 5.
Yeah, once you get to 7 dice, it like there's a different amount of dice give you different amount. Yeah, 7 plus dice, ob 2 less than dice is still difficult. Yeah.
Fair, right?
Because of the swinginess of that amount of dice. So.
Well, plus you can't take routines, so they'd be kind of useless. All right, cool. Right. Now I suppose I have to haggle. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, so I think she nods and she says, all right. As long as it's understood that I still have patients to attend to, I think we can figure out a good way to make all of this work. Now, I hate to bring this up, because again, it's not about the money for me, but I would like to inquire about the compensation for the job itself.
Of course. I knew you'd come to see it our way. Just allow me to... yeah, I think since I'll draw up a plan, I guess, I don't know. A deal. And I gesture to Robbie for some paper, which he probably has on him, because that's his thing. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I didn't buy him paper. But anyway,
I mean, if he has a writing toolkit,
I doubt it. But I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't have. I mean, that's.
Yeah, that's a very easy resource test to make. So
yeah, Okay. And yeah, so I just start scribbling. I mean, it's flavor anyway. So I just start scribbling down. Unless I can use. Wait, no, I can't write. I didn't take that skill. I gesture for Ravi to write down the deal. And I think as he's writing it, I'm like explaining it. So this, of course, it would be accommodations aside from the facilities we provide for the surgeries and then otherwise, and a stipend, of course, of I don't know, money, but such and such money every day probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think basically what this is I don't really think we need to make a roll here. I think she so much right, like I think it's more or less at this point it's like you offer her the deal, and I'm assuming it's not like you're not trying to cheat her here, right? Like you're just. I mean, if you are, then that's a different thing. But
I might. Well, okay. If I don't have to roll otherwise, then I will.
Yeah, if you just try to give her a fair wage, then it's fine. Then you won't have to roll.
Okay, then yeah. I mean, he's not gonna like try and dig her, but he wants to try and get a lower. I don't really know percent mechanical benefit.
Right, and that's the thing. Like, I think you have enough resources that like you can just offer like a fair wage, and she's like, oh, yes, I accept that, because like it's more than she's been paid to do anything in her entire life.
Right. Yeah, I'm just wondering if I have an instinct about this.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah, I think he offers her more if she agrees to prioritize his own staff and his own men when they're injured, right? Like to let them jump the line. Which, I mean, presumably he could come order her to do that anyways, but basically if she's got a list of people and one of my soldiers comes back injured, she has to deal with him first, right? So I'll pay her fair payment if she's agreeing to do that, right?
In that case, then she's going to haggle with you.
Okay, yeah.
Because she wants a good payment without that stipulation.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So I think for this,
Hi, kitty.
The intent here, it's not working exactly as it would be. I think the resource tests you have to make to provide her with this stuff, I mean, it's kind of significant because you got to buy her materials and set up a place and all that.
Right.
Let's see if there's any.
Well, I mean, I own the place. I'd have to buy the stuff. Yeah.
Right. I know. Like, but just set up a room for her.
Right.
Get it all situated and all.
I mean, I did say it would be better than what she has here. So.
Right.
Not knowing what that means.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's double check what that would look like.
Can you fork things into a resources roll? You can, right?
You can make. Let me look.
Sorry.
I'm not right on the page anyway, so it's. No, it's just haggling, and then.
Well, I meant for when I actually pay for the stuff. Can I fork it on the circuit?
Or on the resources? I don't.
Or resources?
Not really.
That seems odd. All right. Fair.
You can get like advantage dice for mitigating circumstances, and you can like make linked tests. But other than that,
I guess that's basically the same thing. All right, sorry. So that's another roll. So
Ob 4.
Okay. Now here this should be much more useful. So, I mean, I'll just read the ones and you let me know. So accounting. Said yes or no.
Let me read the definition of that skill.
I don't have any idea. It was a class skill. So
accounting keeps track of expenses, income, stocks, and taxes. Skill is primarily used to recover tax. I think it makes sense. Yep.
Okay. Administration.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Oh, okay. Cool.
Because administration is a skill of running a business or organization.
All right. Cool.
I mean, you're basically running her business for her at that point.
Right.
So.
Currency-wise probably doesn't help because I'm sure we use the same currency. No. Extortion doesn't help. Falsehood doesn't help. Does grift-wise help? I'm kind of trying to... Like, I'm not lying to her, but I'm trying to semi-screw her over.
I suppose. Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. Whoa, jeez. Sorry. Okay. Merchant wise probably doesn't help because she's not a merchant. Persuasion, I assume doesn't help because I rolled that earlier. I put up my hood and I fork in disguise.
Ooh, dang. Well, she got 1 success, so.
Girl, I think you're gonna give me a pretty good deal on this. So.
I even gave her stuff in this game.
Does Ravi help?
Yeah, he gives you 1 dice for haggling because he has it. I
Beautiful
believe.
man. All right.
Right, Ravi has haggling. That makes sense.
Maybe I might not have given it to him because I had it. I might have
not. Persuasion, then that's fine.
Okay. And I'm sorry, you said the obstacle was 1 because of that.
Yep.
Cat, what are you doing? Stop kicking yourself. Okay. Watch me fail. Okay, thank goodness. Oh my gosh, I got 4 6s and I'm re-rolling those.
Why?
Why not?
I won't do anything. Okay, well you're not actually rolling. You're just rolling them to see, not actually spending fate on it.
Why not?
Oh, I guess, yeah.
I mean,
because you put a fate on haggling, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I just want this to be amazing. You know, I rolled like 700 dice on a sword test last game. Okay, I just like this kind of thing. Like doing well when I get the chance. Hey, son.
Wow.
I think she's gonna pay me at the end of this. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wow.
To 1.
Okay. Yeah, I think she realizes that you're giving her a fantastic deal, and she's a fool not to take it. Cool. And she realized that like after this is over, she will have like a lot of money to be like save that she can save throughout this, and then like get a lot better equipment and help people after this.
I didn't even add the dice for the funds. Oh yeah, that's because I did it for the circles. Never mind. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
But yeah, so she's totally on board with this. So now you'll have to. This is a ob 3 test for you then.
The resources.
For the resources, yep. Instead
That's
of ob
it,
4.
dude. Sweet. Okay. Watch me not fail that because I said that. But, I don't suppose someone can help me with this, could they? Can Ravi help me with this? He has resources, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he can help you with his resources, but I'm not sure. I'm not really sure why he would. Like that doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Have to. I don't think he
right,
would.
because that's his personal funds. So no.
Yeah.
He doesn't care about you. This.
And you said I can't fork in haggling or
no. You can make a linked test if something makes sense, but mostly haggling that you do with resources.
It might just be a waste. There's no way I can fail this, right? I mean, I've got so many dice. They're all gray. And I've got 7 dice.
How about you roll? Let's find out.
And I need how many? Sorry.
3. Yep.
Statistically, I should pass this. Okay, good. Thanks.
Cool. Yeah. So you buy the services of this.
Maybe I should check down all of these skill tests that have been wrong.
You buy the services of this surgeon.
Sweet.
So she goes up to your castle and you start getting that set up. In the meantime, Theo has a thing that he wants to do. Correct? Adam?
That's you, bro.
So Theo.
I'm sorry, what?
No, that's right. Yeah, Theo was gonna go visit Métis, the matriarch, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Should I roll for like I don't know, kind of observation or it's like a.
Yes. I mean, so you're gonna have to find her somehow. How are you gonna go about that?
Real quick, is it really Métis, the matriarch?
Yeah, I believe so.
Hey, matey.
Okay, continue.
No, it's not. It's Mita.
That's even better.
It's Mita.
Yeah. Matriarch. Wait, what's a matriarch? I thought it was a patriarch. That's totally different.
A matriarch is the female version of a patriarch.
Yeah.
Really?
As far as I know.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So basically, I think you know enough about the religion of the region to know that a matriarch is like it's like kind of like a high priestess of the religion.
Okay, yeah, I would probably just ask people. I'm sure some.
Yeah, well, I'm sure. Like if you just say, "Hey, where can I find the matriarch?" They would.
Yeah, they're like,
go to the
oh.
temple. Yeah.
Okay.
So you make your way to the temple.
I'd kind of like.
Wait, is this the temple in my town?
Mm-hmm.
I hate that lady.
Yeah, maybe.
I kind of like walk in like slowly, just kind of like looking around because I'm kind of like I don't know about this, you know. Like...
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, we did describe it when I did a mini session with David before we started the campaign proper, and I believe it looks kind of like a ziggurat, so this like pyramidal structure, where if you go in when you go inside, the top is open, and so there's like a garden kind of courtyard thing in the center of the temple.
Okay, I just had a question. I can't. Oh, never mind. I don't have a question.
Yeah, and you see the symbol of a falcon emblazed above the entrance as you go in, and it almost seems to be like looking at you. Has that same cocked head.
He kind of like looks at it and he's like, "You're not gonna start talking, are you?" And just kind of like giggles to himself.
Yeah.
You know? And then just kind of like keeps walking.
Okay. So you walk in, like who do you talk to try to you see just some priestesses like milling around, a couple like off in a corner, like in front of a shrine, like doing some prayers.
I don't want to like interrupt their prayers, but
yeah, I mean there's a couple just like talking amongst themselves quietly.
I would just kind of like walk up to one and be like, you know where I could find what was her name? No, I know her name. She told me, right?
Yep, Mita.
Yeah, I would just ask him, you know, where I could find Mita.
Mm-hmm. And the girl looks at you, and I think she's kind of young. Like this girl's about 24. And she kind of gives you like a once over, like up and down, like I like what I see, kind of a thing. And like the garbs that they usually wear, it's like these ceremonial like dresses, kind of. And they have like feathers tied to their hair, and so this girl like kind of looks at you, gives you an up and down, and she says, "Why do you need to find Mita?" She's beautiful. She's like Middle Eastern looking, dark hair, dark eyes.
I guess he'd be kind of like just her gesture.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he'd be kind of like blushing and just kind of like and kind of like kind of nervous. Wait, you can hear me, right? Okay,
yep.
Yeah. He'd be kind of like nervous, and then he'd be like stumbling over his words, like, I was asked or I was sent to find her, or
by who?
Oh, a friend.
Would this friend happen to be a female? A wife? A sister?
No.
Not that kind of friend.
To be honest, I've never actually seen this person's face. I know. Yeah, it's a woman goddess. It's a goddess.
It's a goddess.
I've never actually seen her face, but we aren't well acquainted. It was a deal of sorts.
A deal of sorts.
She told me that this priestess or Mita could help me.
Well, depends on what you need help with. I could help you.
Okay, hold on.
Are you looking to say a prayer?
I can't remember what Mita or not Mita.
Burn an
the
offering
goddess.
to Fereshteh?
Yeah. What did goddess say? What did the goddess tell me to do just to find her?
To find her and basically have her teach you the ways of, because basically, Fereshteh wants you to join her like religion.
Okay. Help me. Oh, how do I word this? Like, meditate and grow in faith.
I know how to meditate. We can meditate together. One of the secluded rooms.
Oh.
What?
Hey. Please do. I really need a reason to kick this woman out.
Okay. I'd say. I guess he'd just be like, perhaps like it's kind of like
maybe
like he's kind of like hoping like maybe like as he walks around he'll like stumble into her because he's kind of like doesn't know what to do, so he's
yeah, he's just kind of like looking around like can I see her? Make a, it wouldn't be observation exactly. Just make a perception test.
She better not stab me or something, or somebody comes behind me and starts choking like last time.
No.
I mean, you don't have your trident. This is Caleb's moment.
Well, like
you get jumped by 25 assassins.
And I was like, boom, I was attacked. Wait,
Yeah.
You say observation?
No, make a perception test. Because you're not trying to find something hidden, you're just trying to notice someone. So just be perception. It's just it's a stat up at the top.
Oh. What the? I'm sorry.
That's fine.
There we go. It was the first one. What the
Yeah.
heck? Okay, what was the ob?
Up 3.
Yeah!
Nice.
Something.
Yeah, so you notice, you look around frantically, trying to get all away from this woman, and yeah, you see one of the women who's praying at the shrine. Seemed more important than the rest of them. She seems to be she looks like she's in the center of the group that's praying at the shrine. She looks like she has some sort of like necklace, like bone necklace that like kind of like makes her stand out. None of the other priestesses that you see have that. And so you're kind of it's a hunch, but you're kind of sure that that's the matriarch. She looks more important than the rest of the people. She's an old wizened woman.
Okay.
I think, yeah, the priestess in front of you, like looks at you and she just says, well, what is it? What will it be?
Sorry.
I'd be like, I'd probably say like, I do need to meditate, but I do need to speak to, well, I don't know.
We can meditate later.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm like, is that Mete or Mita or whatever? Is that Mita right there? Like I kind of like pointed, like oh, is that Mita?
And she kind of like pouts, kind of like crosses her arms. She's like, yes.
I don't know how to like respond to this. This is so, like strange.
Are you absolutely sure that you don't have to talk to Mita now? I'm about to go off. I'm about to go off duty.
What'd you say?
I said you're messing it up. She's about to go off duty. Go get coffee. What are you doing? The gods will still be there.
I feel like he just needs to like relax. Okay, fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I guess he could wait. Like he doesn't want to like upset her.
I love that.
I'm just really glad to see this happening to someone else for once.
She's gonna try to kill me or something, but I don't know that. This doesn't happen on a regular basis, man.
It's true. But you do have a trait called attractive, so...
And like, maybe you're into people trying to kill you. You were an arena
like,
person for
yeah, I guess.
Okay, David.
Talk to her.
What'd you say, Adam?
Sorry, Adam,
like,
go ahead.
I guess he's just kind of like, I guess I don't need to speak to her this very moment.
Great. And then she like takes you by the hand and like leads you out.
Yeah, there we go. Good job.
You're muted.
No, he's just speechless. No, we definitely can't hear you. Now we can hear you.
Oh. I said, okay, yeah, she takes me by the hand. I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. I said I'm scared of what's going to happen next. Bad things always happen to me.
I mean, so this is the thing, like, right? Like, I
Burning
think
wheel for you.
I'm trying to think of what this girl would do.
Don't think too hard about it.
What does a 24-year-old girl do who is a priestess?
Well, I'm trying to think if she would just go like straight to like make it out like somewhere, or like.
I mean, so far she's been pretty forward.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, I think what she does is she brings you back to No, okay, she doesn't take you out of the temple. She takes you like down a corridor and then down some stairs.
Creepier.
Yeah, into like a cellar, right?
It's just like a rack and a flagellation like area.
And he kind of like as he's going on, he's like, "Is this where you guys meditate?"
Sometimes, she says.
When we feel like we've done something wrong.
Oh gosh. Yeah, so she takes you, she opens the door, and then it's kind of like dark inside, and she ushers you in, closes it, and then like lights a candle that apparently was like there. She knows where it is, and like so you're like standing in darkness for a second, and then whoop, there's a candle that she lights. And then she like uses it to like light a bunch of other candles that are like in a circle around this room, like on this like ledge.
Also, all these people show up and they're like in robes. And
no,
like, we're gonna sacrifice. Like, what did I get myself into?
Yeah, and basically what she does is she literally like slides the bolt closed on the door, and it's like a little like prayer room, right? Like where it has like little mat, like little like cushions that you would like kneel on to pray. These rugs, and yeah, she just starts making out with you.
I think what he's thinking is like, at first he's kind of like, if something happens, I'm ready to fight my way out of here. And he's kind of, because he knows like bad
yeah,
things
you're like
happen,
on edge, yeah.
And then as soon as something like he kind of figures like, oh, she's like hitting on me, he's kind of like, you know what? I like he's kind of thinking like,
you're not sure if she's hitting on you yet?
I mean, you've got a perfect excuse to check her for weapons, so
kind of
you're really that worried.
He kind of he like frisks her, like he's like weapons.
Yeah, and she does not interpret it the right, like the way that you meant it.
Yeah, he just kind of like does it like nonchalantly, like.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? She just like draws you closer.
And he's just kind of like, he's like, you know what? I've been through a lot of. He's thinking this in his head. He's like, I've been through a lot of crap. I just need. You know?
Oh,
and he just goes with it because he's kind of like, because he's like sick of all this like crap happening to him. So he's just like, what the heck?
Yeah, and so
I just feel like you're trying to get your wife back. Maybe I shouldn't have been encouraging that.
Well, she's not here right now.
No,
Okay.
I forgot about that part
All right.
of your character.
Like, this is a different Connor. This is different. Like, she's not even alive.
Right.
She's dead. Literally, death do us part.
Death do us.
Right.
But anyways, that wasn't apparently in Theo's vows. He apparently didn't catch that part.
He's enjoying the moment for right now,
Yeah.
He's just going with it.
So that happens.
That's a lot more fun when it happens to someone else.
So yeah, like I guess we see you like
Actually,
slip,
no, it's
slip
not,
out,
but...
right?
And then he kind of like goes up to the wall like, that was great. And then he like kind of like he just like sneaks upstairs.
Yeah, exactly. And she just like leaves her, so we don't see anything except you coming.
You see like Theo's hair is like really messy.
Yeah, it's just super messed up. Yeah, exactly.
And then he goes to find Mita.
Mita.
I say Mate.
So this is Mita.
Did you meet her yet?
Do I find her again?
Oh, that was hilarious, David.
I tried.
Are you gonna go meet her?
I asked if he'd met her yet because the name's Mita.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Do I find her again?
Yeah. So you find her, and she's talking with one of the priestesses. So you just like walk up to her and what?
He kind of slowly says her name, like Mita.
And she like stops, looks at you. Can I help you, foreigner?
Like,
she's evil. You should probably kill her.
Yes, you can. You probably won't believe me, But I was sent here by the goddess,
Fereshteh.
yeah, Fereshteh, to learn.
You were sent here by the goddess Fereshteh to learn. From me?
It's kind of like, he knows it sounds kind of crazy. He's
Yeah.
kind of like, he's like, yes.
That is true. Yeah, and I think she looks at you skeptically. And I think she says, "Show me a sign."
Shoot.
Tell her there won't be dew on her mat when she wakes up in the morning.
And she doesn't necessarily mean like a miraculous sign, just like give me give me a something to go on here. Like what's a sign or symbol or like evidence that you've been speaking to Fereshteh?
Shoot. So what, I'm trying to think of some of the things that Fereshteh
I mean,
said.
you probably mentioned the bird. That seems reoccurring.
Yeah, I'll say like the falcon. It spoke to me on in the desert.
You could have read that in any common Nasrin holy book.
He's like, dang it. She's right.
It's a common occurrence in the mythology.
How could I have known your name? I'm not even from here.
Everyone in the town who respects Fereshteh respects me. I am the matriarch.
I'm trying to think of something else. Is this the same religion that Alphonse had, like, that power, right?
No.
That's a different one?
Yeah.
Oh,
This is
okay.
the desert religion.
Okay. Shoot.
I mean, you could just make a persuasion test, right?
Yeah, I guess that's all I can do, unless I lied or something.
Right. So just give me the general thing that you're trying to persuade her of, right? So it's trying to get someone to do something because it's in their best interest. So you're trying to get her to believe you that you are who you say you are, because it's in their best interest. Like what's your argument here, and then you can roll.
I guess he would just say, like, it doesn't matter whether or not you believe me. I just want to learn. Like, all you have to do is teach me the religion.
Right,
Kinda
like even
kinda
if I didn't hear a vision from Fereshteh, like, don't you want to teach? Like, I want to learn about the religion. Don't you want to teach me about the religion anyway?
Yeah, like, it's not like I'm really getting something, or I'm not really getting something for myself. It's just something that I'm learning.
Yeah.
It's not like, hey, give me $10 because the God has told me
Exactly.
to.
It's
not
teach
really
me.
a sacrifice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sure. Go ahead and roll persuasion. And the ob's gonna be 4.
Oh, dang. Where's my persuasion?
It should be in your skills.
Here, I got it. Yep. Persuasion 5.
Do you have any forks?
What was that other girl's name? Maybe she could be like, yeah, he was definitely.
Yeah, keep him around. Teach him something.
I mean,
Yeah,
do you
I
want to
don't know.
narratively say that she had like made her way up by this point?
Probably.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense. She makes her way up at this point, and I think, yeah, she sees you talking. We like the camera saw her in the background, and she comes up and she says, "Holy matriarch, I can vouch for this man." And she seems like totally like chill and calm, right? Like nothing ever happened between you two.
Yeah.
And she just says, I can vouch for this man. He came to me earlier today while you were busy with the prayers, and told me of his his encounter with Fereshteh in the desert. And I think she gives you a sign like that would have proven it to the matriarch, right? So I think she says the falcon chanted 3 times to him, Bless the wind, bless the war, bless the goddess. It must be from her.
Wasn't this the goddess of war or something?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then does she like look at him at all?
At Theo? No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That
So
would
she,
really
so
help.
she cannot. She's helping you with her persuasion.
Oh, I did it.
Nice. That's a good roll. Yeah. So the matriarch like kind of sighs and she says, "Well, I suppose it is my job to teach, respective faithful. If you claim to want to come to a knowledge of Fereshteh, I suppose I cannot deny you that. What is your intention?" And then she like pauses. "I'm sorry, I didn't think I ever got your name."
It's kind of funny how my name's Theo, which is kind of, you know, that's like the prefix for God.
It is.
I never even thought about that. He kind of like looks at both of them, and he doesn't know if he wants to say his real name, and then he like makes up a name, because he doesn't necessarily want people to know his name.
Okay, what kind of name do you make up?
Cantarius. No, I'm just kidding. he like pretends. No, something like.
Like, is it from like, is it a Viridian name?
Oh yeah, because I mean, if I didn't say that, at least somebody would probably figure out that it's a lie. How
about Andreas?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so you say Andreas.
Because if I feel like if David, like, if he found out that I was there, like, they hear my name, like, oh yeah, there was this new guy, then all of a sudden, like, he'll think something's up, like I'm trying to point something.
Yeah,
I just don't want,
seem
like,
a little suspicious.
Yeah, I don't want anything to, you know, any problems to arise, so I'm just gonna make up a name and pretend like I'm just some foreigner, which I am, but you know.
Yeah, sure. So I think she nods and she says, "Well, Andreas, if you truly desire to learn the ways of Fereshteh, I can teach you. May I ask you what your intention is, specifically? Do you wish to become a member of the clergy?"
If I said no, that'd be bad, or just she's just curious.
Not necessarily. Like, I don't know if you can tell either way, but like, and I don't know if you know enough about the religion to know whether or not it would be an insult to say no.
I don't know. I'd say.
I think the priestess who you did the stuff with, she speaks up and she says, "Surely, Andreas, you were telling me how you wanted to become part of the clergy, to join us in the temple here, for daily prayers and meals."
Shoot.
Getting real quick.
She just kind of like blackmailed me.
Pretty much.
And he just kind of like bites his tongue. And he's like, "Yes, exactly what I was gonna say." I mean, I was just gonna say something like, "to win over the gods" or something.
Yeah. So Mita nods slowly, and she says, "Well, good. It has been a while since we have had a priest among us."
Like, and he just says, "I'm glad to be of service."
I'm sure Fereshteh will be honored at your service. Please, come with me. You did it the opposite way around, David. You're muted right now.
Thanks. I can't wait to see how this ritual's actually supposed to go.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think she like takes you off to like a side room, right? And so I think like the priestess who was following, or who was following or who you met, follows along, but like ends up getting like shut out of the room. Mita like waves her off, Her name, by the way, is
Didn't even find her name out first, man.
Yeah, I didn't even ask her name. No, I'm just kidding. Wait, do I know her?
To be fair, she didn't ask you yours either, and she started it, so.
She started it. It was her fault.
Yeah, her name is.
Yeah, sure, okay. Okay.
Her name is
Vishnu.
Okay.
She is vicious.
And yeah, so she gets like waved off, and Mita brings you into the room, and yeah, it's like a room that has a little shrine, a little like bowl where a couple of like ashy bones are in, like they've been burned, and so yeah, she has you like sit down, on like kneel down in this pillow that's in front of the shrine. Do you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and so she says, "First, I am required. I'm required by the doctrine of Fereshteh to cast an augury about your potential joining the ranks of the priesthood. This augury,
Also, they're a matriarchy, so all their priests are eunuchs.
no, actually.
Aw.
Yeah, she doesn't say anything like that. She doesn't say we're gonna have to like castrate you or whatever.
I was just kidding.
Yeah.
I will fight my way out.
Yeah, I know. That's why that girl was so.
Yeah. Oh, no.
All the guys in here are eunuchs. Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Let's not go down that. Anyways, yeah, go ahead.
Oh boy.
So, let's see, how much is casting an augury?
That's the thing that lets you look at the psychic maelstrom, right?
No. Up to. Just get a general sense of like it's basically like, actually I think it's 3 because it has to do with specific the auspices of a specific adventure. No, she's doing it.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. So.
What do you guys play? It's actually got cards.
Yeah, there you go.
Like
So she succeeded. So basically, what she does is she takes these like chicken bones, basically. And
chicken bones.
They look like bird bones. I don't know. I'm not sure if you can decide exactly what they are, but and puts like lights this little fire in this little bowl, and then like throws these bones in, and like she looks and like it's kind of like crackling in a specific way, and she says, "The cracks will tell us things about your auspices joining the priesthood." And it cracks, and then kind of cracks a little violently, and a little spurt of like compressed air kind of like comes up, and she kind of like thinks about it, looks at you. Yes, it seems that Fereshteh has indeed sent you to me. You will be important, Andreas. It is good that we crossed paths. David's just shaking his head. No, it's not. It's not.
That doesn't sound good. What did she tell you?
I will induct you today as into the rank of acolyte, if you so wish it.
I do.
Boy, that was fast. You really do have a way with ladies.
Even the older ladies, I guess.
Yeah.
And then she bolts the door.
Think
no,
you're
I'm
so
kidding.
cute.
I'm kidding.
Oh goodness.
That does not happen. That does not happen.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she says, may I ask, Andreas, what brought you to Whitesea? You are obviously a foreigner from New Umhati or Varutis, I think.
Yes, New Umhati, but did I not tell you my reason for being here?
Well, you told me your reason for seeking me out, but you have not told me your reason for being in Nasrin in the first place. What brings you to our desert, foreigner?
I traveled here with my father, and have been living in, actually no, I say I say, I've been seeking new, like a new start, like a to start my life over, and I came here.
She says, "Running from the past, are we, Andreas?"
Of course, always have.
Well, at least you're honest. Will you take
Yeah, honest, right?
will you take the robes today then?
Yes, I accept.
All right. Then you will be given quarters here in the temple. We will be training every day. We will wake up early and go to bed late. And I will teach you the ways of Fereshteh. I will show you her doctrine, her ways, the ways that she interacts with her people in Nasrin. And maybe, yes, you can join us as a people in some sense. Because we are a community, an ummah, if you would, in the desert. Whether or not foreigner or native-born. Once you have entered the community of Fereshteh, you are one of us.
Well, I'm actually planning. I'm not telling her this, but I'm actually planning to like learn what I need to learn and then try and leave.
Okay. So, yeah.
Just kind of like run away. And
yeah, you
like,
just nod.
I got what I needed.
Sure.
Like yeah. Yep.
Okay. Cool. I think
I'm not like super religious, so I don't really care if I do that. I mean, cool. I believe in the gods, but I'm not like I'm gonna be I'm just pretending for now.
Yep. All right, well let's leave off there for another break, and then we'll come back and figure out what everybody else is up to. And I think Trevor or Jared might be joining us after that, so we'll see. Stick around, we're gonna be right back with more Pro Crow Inquisitors, and we'll see whether or not Adam's new girlfriend is gonna like stick by his side forever now. All right, we'll be right back.